Right. Hello everybody, my pupils at the schools and anyone else who has a look at this video. I haven't put one on for the last couple of weeks because I've been busy playing etc. and teaching as well, and I'm just hoping that most of you that haven't got the word about the lessons can hopefully home in on this channel and get something out of it as well. So basically I'm going to start with the grade exam, which is the initial grade, Trinity College London. In my previous videos we've talked about gypsy dance, salsa party, la tortua, helping hands, but there's a couple of pieces that some of my pupils are doing. One of them is the Finnish folk song. So I'll just go over that just so you can hear it. And we've talked about dynamics, MF moderately loud, MP moderately quiet. So we've had this going on. Now, in that, there's a little bit of tone colour. Where it says sul pont, you move your hand and you're going to play there. Where it says nat, okay, so I'll make that clear actually. Bar 6, 7, 8, bar 9, ponticello, pont, and then 10, 11, 12, bar 13, normal sound. So it's just trying to make a kind of comparison between two parts that are the same to make them sound different, and the guitar's fantastic for this because we can use tone colour. Anyway, that's the Finnish folk song. Now there's another one that we've been looking at. Where is it? Ah yes, La Colombina. Okay, now there is a one that has a similar title and I forget what that one's called, but it does look the same. But anyway, never mind. So La Colombina is brilliant because I've been using it as a way for you pupils to try and ident notes, because obviously the whole point of reading music is learning this language so that in the future, as you get older, you'll be able to play what you want to play, like reading a book. I actually don't read that many books, to be fair, because I spend that much time reading music. And it's a fantastic language, you know. So this piece was good because it deals with the A natural minor scale. Remember that one that we did? Yep, like that. Or some of you may have this version. Whoops, that. Let's get that A right. And the arpeggio as well. Yeah. Okay, so that's that little bit. So La Colombina goes like this. It's great because it goes up the scale. So anyway, that's kind of what it's about there. So I was trying to dramatically, as usual, try and get the moderately loud MP climbing that big hairpin going from bar 1 right to bar 5. Then in bar 7 we've got the F, that curly F forte coming down to the 10th bar, and then in bar 11 we say it forte, and then there's a diminuendo, that's the other little hairpin sign going backwards to at the end of bar 12, bar 14, bar 15 to the end, and there's another crescendo at the end there. So, and then it goes back da capo al fine, repeat from the beginning to the place marked fine. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay, now we talked about the E natural minor scale as well, that one. Right, and that one we've gone through in the lesson. Remember, 6th string, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, 5th string, open, 2nd fret, 3rd, 4th string, open, 2nd. Then we did a nice arpeggio exercise as well, haven't we? So, you know, and instead of making it like, oh, got to do the arpeggios, we can say this, we could start with C, C, E, G, E, C, then G, B, D, and then A. Yeah, now for some of you, did you notice what I was doing there? I was using index, middle, and A finger, yeah? See? Okay. And when I did the A minor one, I deliberately keep my hand like that, right? Very important. And I also do this. So you can see each finger gets a string. So there's a few of you who are doing extremely well. I have talked a little bit about that, about the right hand. Because obviously the right hand, in a way, is the artistry hand. It has a lot of dancing to do, whereas the left hand is the power hand. That's the strength hand, like a weightlifter. You know, these fingers don't half get strong with it. So there we go. I've talked about a few areas on there. The other little bit, we've done a sheet which I've sent some of you, well, most of you really, with the A minor pentatonic. So I'm hoping that you may be trying to invent a few tunes using that as well. In my previous videos, I've also talked about the scales, C, G, and A natural minor. And I've also talked about the other pieces as well. There's another one, Rising Sun, which is a nice one. You know, I've gone on about that. There's that little glide that gives effect in that style of music. So yeah, so there's a little bit more information. Enjoy playing the guitar. A lot of my pupils, we've talked about E, A, and G, all right? So that out of that book. We've been looking at the bass strings, and we've started Inca Dawn. That flick, which is really working well with a few of you. You're looking like pros with your right hand. That's fantastic. Inca Dawn. And again, those of you that are having the lessons will carry on with that. But I'll play it because one or two of you have only just started it. Got to get those top 3 strings. Yeah, so that's basically. Notice I was correcting myself. I deliberately. See, if you touch that 4th string as well with your flick, it loses, it goes a bit muddy, the sound. So we've really got to make sure we go from the 3rd string. Okay, I'm now going to move over because I've decided with time and that, time is just time. I mean, there's never a dull moment in this, well, in our lives anyway. It's there. So I've decided to split the lesson in 2. So I've done half with the classical style, and I'm going to do the other half with the rock style. Now, for the rock and poppers, right, we left last time with a progression, A minor to G, to A minor to D minor, C, C major 7, E, E7, A minor, A minor. Now we're going to do another one today. We're going to do a D major. Now remember your chord family sheet, okay? You should be able to find these on that sheet of your chord families, and those people know who they are right across the board. I do hope you're all homing in on these videos, but I'm going to see if I can ask some of my present pupils who are having lessons if they would pass the word on, or at least pass on if they're in a group chat thing or whatever with technology and that, they can pass the word on that I have got these videos, or obviously even if they want lessons as well, you know, we can sort that out. But no problem. The reason I'm putting these videos on is basically to at least help pupils keep in there. Now I'm just going to keep the classical posture, because obviously with rock we could go over there. But anyway, so D major, look at that. We've got that triangle shape, which I talked about, right? So there, because chords have shapes, we get D major 7, all in a row. It's a nice one. Nice all in a row, I call it all in a row. It's a bit like A major. E minor. Nice powerful E minor chord, yeah. Then after that, G, we've talked about G. There's two ways of playing G. There's that, 3, 2 and 4. Remember FSF, finger string fret. Remember when you're reading chord boxes, to read from left to right. Okay, so you could use that shape as well. Or if you're struggling with big G, this'll do. Just strumming from the 4th string, okay? Now after that one, we go back to D, D major 7. Now look at that, lovely smooth minimum movement change from D major 7. Step, step, step. We've talked about that in the lessons. It's so important. To minimum movement equals smoothness of play, okay? And then an A7 to finish. Now look at that. So all I do is let the one go, step over. I've got a gap in the middle there, and there's my. Now we've talked about A7 with the 12 bar blues. That was on the other lessons. So I'm going to play that. So I go. G and a D on at the end there, didn't I? Yeah. Now there's a hard change for you. But of course, if you use that one, you'll be able to go to that one, that shape. Okay. Now, when we're playing it, all right. We haven't talked a lot about rhythm. You know, there's like down, down, up is another good one. So you could use down, down, up. Yep, like that. Or we talked, didn't we, about emphasize some of the more advanced players who are doing the LCM work and also rock school as well. I'm just trying to cram as much in because I haven't got a lot of memory space here going on. I need to sort that out. But never mind. With the rock and pop guitar exams, they have the pieces set, and I know the pupils that were working on them. I hope you're doing okay with that. I'll try and get some separate videos going with that very soon, but at least this is part of the process anyway with the LCM, because the LCM, as I said last time, is so brilliant because you're learning a lot of technique which you can apply. Oh, and I remember, how are you getting on YouTube, on Google, and songs that you like? Yeah, with parents' permission. You know, picking a song, seeing if you know the chords, if you can see the chord boxes, or even ordering a songbook off Amazon or something like that, and you look at the chord boxes and you can see what we've been talking about of FSF, etc. Anyway, I'm going to finish with this bit. Now, basically, I'm just going to do that for now, because my plectrum's over there somewhere on the other guitar. So, I could adjust this. So yeah, we've started off. There's a simple. Almost hear a song in that. And then I can sort of. Change them to power chords. So you look, you've got your note ladder going up the neck. So I could start with D5, E, G, D, A, yeah, see that? Or just using one finger. So there we go. So we've talked, so I'll put that down, we've talked a little bit about these different areas. I've mentioned the chords, so yeah. So as I say, I hope that's just been a little enlightenment, but I've decided, as I say, to just do half and half now, with everything else that's going on as well. Anyway, I hope you're all good, and I still miss getting to the schools. You know, but I'm thankful that we've got this technology. Anyway, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon for another lesson. Okay, bye.